Morning. Dasen Thathiah is there and he's been following their route to court. Dasen, a very good morning to you once again. And just how far, I mean, have they made it all the way to the court? Are they ready to see the man they still call their president?
Well, Yuveka, there seems to be just a little bit of confusion here, and I'll tell you why. So now we are not far from the court. It's actually on my right, and there's the Freedom Square that's behind me there on the left. And now that was where the night vigil was held. So according to the plan that's been issued by the organizers, the supporters were meant to meet here last night, stay throughout the night for the night vigil, and then leave from here and walk up the street to the Dales Park, which is about 1.5 kilometers away from the courthouse. And then they were supposed to march back here this morning ahead of Jacob Zuma's court appearance. But what's happened now is that some of those supporters are still mingling here behind me. Others have left down the street and walked towards the park. And it seems that, the group has split somewhat, but still quite a bit of support. There doesn't seem to be any drop in the energy levels. Remember, these people have been here since about 8 o'clock last night. And in fact, I'll just take you a bit closer, Yuveka. You'll see some activity now on the road here, some of the MK veterans as well. There's also a lot of young people here. In fact, there's a group of them standing here next to me at the moment. Gentlemen, you've been here since last night. I saw you here. So firstly, how did the vigil go?
The vigil went very well. It was very good, and we were enjoying being here.
Again, a lot of young people supporting the former president. Why?
No, as I've said before, that you are the leaders of COSAS, and as leaders of COSAS, we strongly believe in free education. Hence, he's the first president to declare free education, and we will support him through the end.
So this is now the third time you are here. What is your message to the former president's detractors?
About this? No, I'm not going to say much. I'm not going he's guilty or not. But what I can say is that he has our support. You must know that whether he's guilty or not, we'll fully support him.
Thank you very much. Yuveka, that's just one of those supporters, been here since last night. I'll just show you the scene very quickly. You'll see there's a lot of activity, a lot of police here. In fact, this street outside the courthouse has been cordoned off. You'll see the barricades here, in fact, and it's been this way since last night. So motorists in the area are also advised to stay away from this general area until at least that court appearance is over.
All right, now just hearing you speaking there to young supporters there, Dasen, and of course we always knew that fees announcement in December at Nasrec was always meant to sort of keep that young support. And, there was lots of talk as to why he made this decision and why he made that announcement, and seemingly having done it on his own. But you were at that vigil. You spoke to older supporters as well. And like you say, they're being led by a church leader as well. What are they saying? I mean, they've lived long enough to see what has happened, to sort of deal with the controversy around the former president. Why do the older supporters continue their steadfast support of Jacob Zuma?
Well, the general message that we're getting here, Yuveka, and especially since last night when we were talking to those supporters, is that they feel that the former president has been attacked and he's a victim in this entire process. And that's why they've now aligned themselves with him. In fact, the churches have also come out quite strongly, like you mentioned. And this entire event really is organized by the National Interfaith Council, led by Bishop Timothy Ngobo. And he says that he will continue to support the president. The last time I spoke to him in Durban, in fact, he said that even despite what the courts may say, in their eyes, Jacob Zuma will always be innocent, and they will protect him by whatever means possible. And that has been the consensus among those older supporters, like you mentioned as well, the younger supporters rallying behind the former president because of free education, because of radical economic transformation, and they call him the champion of that. They say that they need to support him on that front.